with this weather out here, I decided to journey out here and I'm gonna record my videos today here in a nice swampland. Hey everyone, Sandra's back with another video for the week. Currently, I am outside enjoying a nice sunshine. It's very rare for weather in Chicago to be warm at this time of year, so I'm taking the opportunity to go outside. It's only 68, it won't be warm until June. So I currently work full-time at the airport, and and you won't believe what happened. My coworker's phone was stolen by a homeless guy. So the crazy thing that happened was he went back, dropped off a box, came back, and his phone was stolen. The crazy thing about it is he wasn't sure if one of the delivery drivers took it or anyone, and then they realized that a homeless person stole the phone, right? So what happens then is the homeless person turns on the phone and he takes my supervisor's phone. And he's going downtown. He's going downtown Chicago. So what my coworker does is clock out, gets in his car, drives down, and chases this homeless guy who took his phone. And he's driving for at least 15-20 minutes to get downtown, and he finds him in a 7-Eleven. He walks up to him and snatches the phone. He's like, "That is my phone. Why the hell did you take it?" That's what he said, and he just walked back. And it's just crazy what just happened. All right, I just found a nice spot to finally talk about. So like I said, he's got done with the run, just in the middle of it, decided to take some time to record. So here I am, so just got done. So during this whole week, I was working on my coworker's character design for D&D. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm just not satisfied with the soft shading. I'm gonna do a redo after I do all of his friends' D&D characters. I'm gonna experiment with the hard shading, and it's really been helping me with the line art as an animator, as an aspiring animator. It's been helping me get down to business as far as drawing. I feel I have improved my line art tremendously. I really recommend. The thing that helped me was BAM Animation. You can find it in the link below. That helped me with my line art. It's still a work in progress, so I'm working on the smooth, crisp lines. And once I'm gonna be doing animation, I want to work on drawing the crisp lines. So that's what I've been working on, and I've been always taking at least 20-30 minutes of my day just to do some drawing exercise. And this really will help for anyone who's an animator or trying to improve their drawing. I also recommend Drawabox. That's another thing I'll link in the description below. So that's another thing. And I've been doing a lot of the 250 box challenge. That one was a bitch to do. It was hard, but I had a lot of fun with it. Drawing with pen, always figuring out where to draw next, your line. So that's been helping me. And as far as Animation Mentor goes, I've been having a good time. As far as the classes start next week. I'll be starting my Maya courses. I know I briefly touched upon that I did take a Maya course in college, and let me tell you a little about that. That was one of my toughest classes that I took in college, and just learning the basics of animation. So I'm ready to tackle Maya again. Have been looking at tutorials. And I remember we had to design a character in Maya. And I remember taking him. I designed this cowboy. I don't know where the files are, but I also have some pictures you can watch. Right here. You can see that I've done a landscape. It was a room I remember having to do with Maya. So here's an old project of mine. It was pretty challenging. I remember having the gobstoppers being too big for the table. That one was interesting. So that was the experience with Maya I had. Was 4 or 5 years ago, and the class was one of my toughest ones. So And to finish things off, I also would say that mentally, I'm nervous going back to school because throughout my whole life, I was never really the best student. I struggled with school. I was also held back a year, and that didn't help me with my confidence or with schooling and feeling good about myself. So I'm really nervous, and I've always had to give it my all. Always had to work twice as hard. So I'm kind of nervous about going back to school. How will I have to repeat a class? I know that I've learned that it is what I put in, and I know that I have the self-discipline and the motivation to do this. I'm the type of person that tends to, when times get tough, I sometimes shut down, and I'm trying to not do that. My goal is not to do that. So even I have to push through the difficult times. And I want to be able to push forward and actually become a character animator, which is something I've always wanted to do my whole life. And I remember sitting in my I think I said like how I was daydreaming about my class, mainly even in college. I was daydreaming of becoming an animator. Now I'm ready to follow my true passion, follow my heart and everything, because before I've always been putting this off. I was nervous. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm still nervous. I know that Maya had a hard time with grasping Maya in my class, and I know these next 6 weeks of the Maya workshop is going to help me. And I mean, there's tutorials on YouTube that have been helping me to refresh what I already forgot, what I didn't learn. So I know that I'm not the quickest thing to learn, but I know that I want to be able to finish this. What my expectations for Animation Mentor are, to finish the course, 1.5 years long. I want to finish on a timely manner, make sure I get everything done. I'm looking forward to actually making my own stories come to life. I've loved animation. I know I've mentioned that. I definitely will get into another video of talking more in depth about my passion, why I want to be an animator. And that's it. I just want to do something what I've always wanted to do, and I know this is a good step forward in life. And another thing that I'm still concerned is I'm a little old. I'm gonna be 26 next month, so I'm still having that age gap that I've been doing a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have been doing when I was younger, like maybe going to college. I mean, I did learn stuff like Photoshop, Illustrator. There's certain things that will transfer over into animation, but I did realize that I never really wanted to do graphic design per se. I've always wanted to do animation, draw characters, write stories, and here I am. And I just want to move forward with this new thing in life, and let's continue. And with these videos, I can't plan them. I can't do anything with these videos. Why? Because they're living in the moment. That is something I'm currently trying to work on. I have talked with my supervisor, my friends, just focus on what I can do this week. I'm trying to not, because I'm also the type of person that gets too caught up in the future. I don't know where I go with that. I think what's going to happen in 20 years. I think right now about the 22nd century. I'm going to be a 106-year-old grandma. Well, that's still a long way. I got to focus on what is in front of me. So that's another thing that I've been struggling with, and I need to work on that. I need to focus more on what's happening now, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic. Got to focus on that. My supervisor told me that with this moment you could be dead, you can be alive. So that really hit hard. And right now I just need to just live in the moment. And as far as recording these videos, it's going to help me live in the moment, just focus on what's in front of me. And I'm really looking forward to continue sharing my journey with Animation Mentor and just becoming an animator and growing as a person. So I really look forward to continue making these videos on a weekly basis. I always look forward to recording and overviewing of what I did in a week, what I learned, not just animation wise, but personally, how that's going to help me grow as an animator and a writer. And as an artist. So I'm really continuing with this. Bye. And let me get back to running.